Hello and welcome everybody to today's call. On the line we have Samantha. She's a vegan fitness model and she's going to be talking today about veganism, the vegan diet, the vegan lifestyle, exercising as a vegan, because there are many myths out there regarding veganism, exercise, fitness, health, diet, and so on and so forth, and we'll be covering a few of those today. If you would like to get hold of her, which you will hopefully want to by the end of this interview, you can go to facebook.com/JackedOnTheBeanstalk, and you can also visit a blog that she contributes to on a regular basis called theveganproject.ca. So if you want to sort of follow up with Samantha after this interview, then by all means do so. Also, what we're going to be talking about is she has a vegan recipe book. Now, when I speak to a lot of my students and clients and people through the internet on my YouTube channel and my blog, they're always wondering how they can go from a traditional diet and move to a more vegan diet because they don't know what to eat. So a recipe book is the perfect stepping stone to making those changes, because it gives you something to make that change with. So if you go to her Facebook page, which is facebook.com/JackedOnTheBeanstalk, there's a direct link there to find that recipe book. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Samantha, and also I'd like you just to give us a quick introduction, who you are, how you became a vegan, maybe why you became a vegan, how long you've become a vegan, and how did you get into the whole sort of fitness model game, I guess.
Okay, well, I haven't eaten meat in a really, really long time. I actually grew up in a little village of 40 people in Ontario, Canada, just outside of Ottawa. And at a very young age, my sister, who was 14, decided to become vegetarian because we were such big animal lovers, and I copied everything that she did. So at the age of 8 years old, I said, I want to be one too. And because my mom was such a huge animal lover, she said, all right, I don't know what that even entails, but sure, you girls can do what you want. And so we are really unhealthy vegetarians for a long time. I got used to eating fries and salad. We grew up in a log house in the middle of the forest, basically. My mom would make meat, potatoes, and a vegetable, and I would just eat the potato and vegetable. And I went like that for a really long time. And as I got older, I became a better vegetarian chef, and then I didn't turn vegan until 2011, when I became close friends with the girls of the Vegan Project, and I saw that, hey, you could actually make a lot of good stuff without using eggs or milk or butter. And so I became pretty good in the kitchen with the vegan stuff, and then I decided to take it to the next level and see if I could compete as a vegan just last year. And it took me 8 months of training and on a very strict vegan diet, and sure enough I did it, and I won first place in my first competition.
Excellent. Well, hopefully we'll be able to sort of glean some of that expertise that you'll be able to share with us, and maybe pass that on to the people out there if they're already vegan, or if they're thinking of becoming vegan. You know, we can certainly make some changes or insights for them anyway. Mm-hmm. So to start with, what I'd like to do is start off as a very general sort of basis, and we'll just talk about your diet in general. So what do you eat day to day? What we'll then do as we move through is we'll talk more specifically about the exercise that you've done and how you eat and diet for the competitions that you do and things like that. So to start with, just day to day, what are the types of foods you eat? Maybe just the individual types of food, or maybe what meals do you have, just sort of day to day?
So I definitely start the day off with, well, I definitely do consume a lot of protein powder. I know a lot of vegans try to do it without any form of supplementation, but for me, I did rely quite heavily on Vega Sport protein powder, and then also plain brown rice powder and plain hemp protein powder. So probably about 2-3 times a day I do have a scoop of protein powder. And then tempeh is a big one where I get my protein from, as well as good carbs coming from oatmeal, yams, squash, brown rice, quinoa, things like that. Tons of vegetables, minimal fruit. If I do eat fruit, it's usually grapefruit or berries.